Number 7 is just an overall SEO plan. When we're creating an SEO, an overall content marketing plan for a client, there's an SEO plan that has a lot of data behind it. There's also an editorial or a content plan, we call it. There's an information architecture plan that's part of it. But for purposes of ROI measurement and performance measurement, which I'm going to talk about, you can see that you really need a concrete plan that contains the keyword silos and strategy for internal link building and things like pay-per-click and search volume. So this all needs to be rolled up somehow into an SEO plan that clients can understand and that we can all understand to drive the strategy. So, I'm going to have a great debate with Mike in the future and of this webinar on the call with whether keyword silos need to be handcrafted and hand sculpted, or whether keyword silos can be automatically generated through algorithmic understanding. And I would say there's a balance. I think there's an art and a science to creating content in general. I argue that. Mike's on the science side. I would perhaps with my background be more on the artistic side of really coming up with engaging, cool content that people care about. You need both, no question about it. But, I think the silos become very interesting. And the silos, you kind of need to cheat a little bit, to be honest. You have to cheat in a keyword silo. Here's why. You need keywords in your silo that you can get some success with, that you can move and lift conversions with. We looked at a chart a second ago where, here's some keywords, and I would be very comfortable creating content and delivering ROI if a keyword silo was developed over here with a balance of some of the keywords in these variable position ladders, if you will, in the search engines. If I have some hope, if I have some ability to move and list conversions, it's going to make my performance look better on a per silo basis, but B, it's going to help to find momentum you can build on rather than trying to tackle a silo where you have absolutely no top 100 listing positions. So you need to think about that as you're carving out your silo strategy. So the other super key thing, which we've thought really hard about here at idealaunch, partly because we deal with so many different writers and so many different clients and so many different needs of styles and proficiency levels of writers, and it's a chocolate mess. But what you need to do is to make it simple. And when you come up with your category maps, you need to pull the keywords in, the primary and the secondary keywords in your silos into those topics to allow the writers to score against those silos. And scoring is my number 10 on here. I've got a couple bonuses that I threw in here as well. But number 10 is score content for SEO strength and make it easy. You can go to, this is a grab from Word Vision that allows you to score this stuff very quickly and easily, and it saves the scoring dates, and it even uses CopyStape to go out and find out when the content was published on your website. But you can also go to pagestrengthtool.com and quickly score a web page for SEO strength. And that's a free tool that we built at idealaunch. You can also go to idealaunch and look at the free tools, and you'll find it over there as well. But scoring content for SEO strength by keyword silo is really the key thing you want to be doing. And finally, number 11, you've got to timestamp the content that you published. You've got to know when you published it, because only then can you show the ROI and the impact. And number 12, we'll pause on this later, but this is kind of heavy duty over here, and I'll want to throw this out, and everyone can kind of come back to this. But we feel like we're close here at idealaunch with trying to figure out how much, how good and how often content should be published. And these are some formulas that people can take a look at later, which are just kind of sketches with what we use to make these decisions and these judgments. And in our mind, what we're faced with is a client's got, say 1,200 assets we're deploying throughout the course of the year. And so we need to know how much content we're going to put in each category or each silo, supporting the goals to improve listing positions and to increase traffic and some other things I'll talk about. So these are some formulas that you can look at and take a look at. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it now, but the net of it is good stuff here and good stuff to consider as you develop this out.